All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn. I'm excited. It's the end of the day, and hey, just sit down here. Hope I'm coming in okay. I'm gonna do a bonsai today, a rescue bonsai, and I'm a poor man's bonsai artist. I've been doing it about 20 years, but some of these pots, typical bonsai trays, they're usually about this deep. Shoot, they could run hundreds of dollars. I don't have that kind of money. So I drilled holes in these crock pots. I like crock pots. Oh, gotta have a Miller time. End of the day. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so here's our specimen today. I rescued these over the weekend from a bed of Yopon holly. And these guys were just growing in this mix. They were pot bound from the get-go. They never really had a chance. And they never took off at all. All this is moss. So we're gonna remove a lot of that material, find some good root, save the good roots on this guy. And I think we'll be able to do something with him in a bonsai pot. I also want to talk about my soil mix for bonsai. Basically, I'm mixing little stones. Some people use calcite clay, a little larger particle size. This is large. I prefer to have something a little bit smaller, but this is going to work. This is training, and they'll get repotted up later. Also, I use the Nature's Helper. Always. Actually, if you look at my garden beds, I just kind of go over the top of that with a little bit of the Nature's Helper. I use that every plant that I plant. Top dress the garden with it so that I'm not going to get some splash disease on the tomatoes as they grow up these wires. And then compost. A little bit of compost. It's about a third of each, and I have that here in the bucket already mixed up. So I also want to talk about the top dressing when we're done. Moss. I like to use moss. I just collected this. There's no shortage of good moss in North Carolina. You can get all you want. If you look back at an earlier video, I'm growing moss with buttermilk for a customer. Also in these pots, stones or trinkets, whatever you want to decorate it with. I'm going to try to find a way to make, an outcropping that might look interesting, with some of these stones. They have some interest. This was left over from some stacked stone we used this weekend. So, don't be afraid to just go ahead and, tear out some of this, it's like peat moss here. Just get rid of it. Oh, look how dry it is. I soaked these two guys in water and they still didn't take in. So this was hydrophobic. Basically, I'm just going to remove everything that comes off. Get it down to where it's just bare root. Just get rid of all this garbage. Basically, I was in this. So, I'm just here, scraping it out. Just getting rid of all that old soil. Don't need it. Get rid of it. Try to save some of the good roots. I can see we're going to have some really cool Nabari, which is this root flare down here on this guy when we're getting in the pot. Oh yeah, man, some of this stuff's just coming right off. You gotta be careful with that root flare. Maybe this guy, they were doomed when they got planted. They were too pot bound, I suppose. And they never performed for him, and he probably didn't keep it wet. So the roots never ran out. Okay, well, do that. Water here and spray it. jet hose here. Looks like we might be getting some rain here in a minute. So it's going to get rid of all the soil that's currently on this root system. This amazed me when I first started to see real bonsai artists working on bonsai, that they would actually, I never thought you could get away with this. They will take a priceless specimen and do this. Completely wash the soil off of the roots. Look at that. Let me blast this guy real good. Oh, crap. I want to be a little gentle, but there's some stuff, like a little extra pressure. I'm getting a little wet, but it's going to rain here in a minute. Okay. Alright. See what we got here. Now, this obviously is not going to fit in that pot. So, what are we going to do? Put some gnarly pruners. I don't need these big guys at all. They're too big. Go ahead and get rid of that. Keep. I don't need this. This. You know, when you looking at roots, if you have big roots, that's not what you want. You want fibrous, small roots. So get rid of some of this big stuff. The garbage that's here. So just, some of this looks dead. If I don't see fibrous root hairs coming out of those roots, I'm just snipping. I see good roots right here. Just look for your fibers. Here's one that comes and reconnects itself back in that wild serpentine fruit. Get rid of that. Some of these are overlapping. They were. I'm gonna go ahead and thin them out. You know, just like you would a regular plant if you were pruning. So there you go. I mean, I'm down about that. This is what's gonna save this tree. Of these little fibrous roots right here. That's what's gonna save this tree. All this is up here is dead very much. Clean this up a little bit more. Nice clean cuts. Okay, now I got it there. I'm going to take my little bonsai pruners and some real nice clean cuts. While we're looking at this plant, see what we're going to have. You know, we don't know what the front is yet. That's part of bonsai. Picking your front. Whatever's going to be your front. There's a lot of potential here. And you can see how it was pot bound. Began to do the spiral action. Could do some of this stuff here. It's dead. See this guy? You know, I'm going to leave some of this dead wood. Cool thing is, this whole part here looks dead. This whole. That's cool. We could use that to stock later. You know, just go ahead and get rid of some of this gnarly stuff. And, alright. Now, this is what we're starting out with. Set him right here. I'm gonna have a sip of my beer. Miller High Life, baby. It's been a hot day. Alright. In the bonsai pot, a lot of people will put a screen in the bottom. There's a really cool way to do it with a little piece of wire you flip, twist around, set it in. I'll do, maybe show you that in a later video, but for what we're going to do here, just gonna kind of get this guy going here. The soil, the mix, and you know, let's see how we getting there. Getting there. I have to take a little bit more off of this side here. Okay, now I'm getting there. Well, it's really the art is just getting into it and doing it. You know? And some people will make a cone. I can see I'm gonna have really like to stuff this first. Soil. Stuff it in here. So I know I don't have any air pockets. I'm gonna make a little mound. That's about the height I wanted. Start to add soil. Nice rocks. A lot of rocks. Hear those rocks going in? Starting to get there. Now I do have a little turning table that I made out of a desk chair, office desk chair. Good drainage, right? Pencil. That soil down in there. Pencil. Use chopsticks as the traditional method. See, I'm looking, look. Soil's disappearing down in there. Chop it in there. Good, I got a spike here. Use. Work a little faster. Stuffing the nail. Really getting those roots filled up. Right. Bowing, baby, bowing. So this is a Yopon holly. I really love the Yopons. I actually planted a few Yopon holly that I have as cuttings. So, you know, that's about, you know, I'm not rushing it. That's probably good. Now, we'll just style this. We'll begin to style this later. But looking at it, there's some branching that's probably got to be, I'm going to try to get these separated out, some of these branches, and see what we can start to play with and make some pads. Like this could be a pad here. This branch could be another pad. There's one on the back side. I might be able to, there's a really nice branch back there. There's not much to this, and we'll see what else flushes out. Okay, so now, let's see, you know, it's a small pot, and I'm going to look for a nice little stone, kind of like, you know, here's something. You know, an outcropping stone. You can actually bury that. Maybe put a couple other guys in here, vertical stones, you know. And we don't know what the front's going to be yet. And then I'll take the moss. Plant the moss. Sodding it, baby. Sod. See that? Moss down front, huh? This guy right here. This is just good forest moss I picked up just on the edge of the yard. Now this is not ready for show or anything. This guy's got a long way to go. You know, I mean, it's got a long way. Over time, this thing can be developed. It could be repotted numerous times. It's got great Navari down. Well, you see how we got that? So pack that down. Pockets. And it's presentable at this point. It looks pretty cool. Somebody might say, Tom, that's pretty cool. And I'll give it to you. Take it. Take it. A little water. Drainage should be really good. We'll see. Wash my hands off a little bit. Alright, now, that's what we got. Drainage yet. But that's what it is, basically, what you see here. Now, it'd be probably good to wire it into the pot. But this is so stout and short, there's no real need to wire that. Everything to me is looking like a back so far. I don't really see a front yet. So over time, I'm just going to kind of keep looking at it, you know. See what I can develop, see what kind of new growth I get on it. Just keep playing with it. It's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed that. That is just bonsai art. I mean, I'm not a professional at this or anything. I'm not I'm pretty much a novice. Been doing it a long time. Been doing it for 20 plus years, probably 20, 30 years or longer. But I've just been recently learning new techniques from folks on the internet, thanks to YouTube. Also, Tommy Cowett here signing out. If you like this kind of thing, gardening, subscribe, and we'll keep you informed on all the stuff we do. So, you guys have a cold one, and we might even do an episode on making homebrew. Here, have a great one. Tommy Cowett signing out.